sir. Come on, Short. What it is? Instrumentals. Welcome back to the second segment. ShakeBack Sports Show. Exclusively on the Big Game Christian Sports Network. It's your boy Willie Epting Jr. Hold it down. We got a dual backfield. Go back for it. Welcome back again to the third and final segment of the ShakeBack Sports Show on the Big Game Christian Sports Network. Dwayne, what's going on, man?
What's happening, world? What's going on, man?
I don't know, man. I can't call it. Again, we had another programming issue. Jim Thorpe Award winner and Super Bowl champion Jim Morris Claiborne is unable to attend. This particular episode is all good. I know how busy that dude is, so we're not going to hold it too much against him. For everybody out there that was looking to hear from Mo and get his prediction on the Super Bowl, I'm going to predict the game for him. And he can say what he wants to say after that. He should have been here. All right. Before we move any further, this second segment, it is being brought to you by who? I'll tell you who. Us. Who is us? We is us. Who is we? Hey, baby, I miss you. I love you. I know you hate it when I say that. It's the overhyped. Us is the Big Game Christian Sports Network, and it is the overhyped, unofficial, and slightly censored NFL draft. Mark your calendars for Thursday, April 23rd at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time for the overhyped, unofficial, and slightly censored NFL draft talk live from the Chef's Corner, Fort Worth, Texas, formerly known as the Turkey Den. They got some good stuff out there, y'all. Y'all need to meet us out there. Located at 1201 Oakland Boulevard, Suite 1111 in Funky Town, Fort Worth. Join us for an active and awesome atmosphere as we discuss, debate, and agree to disagree on who's going where in the 2026 NFL Draft. Plus, come and check out the awesome menu of the Chef's Corner and get a heaping helping of Southern comfort. I need that. It's not like you got somewhere else you need to be on that day. So spread the word, invite the family, and tell your coworkers when you get off work, meet me at the Chef's Corner in Fort Worth for the OUSC NFL Draft Talk 2026 Thursday, April 23rd at 7 p.m. We will see you there. All right, Dwayne, let's let everybody know out there on Facebook, through your page, through my page, through the network's page, through the media group's page, as well as YouTube for my page and the network's page, and of course, Twitter. Yeah, thank you guys, man. We encourage you to drop your comments. Of course, we're going to be live on here for the rest of the time that we're doing this show. All right, Dwayne. So we was talking in the first segment about the beard and the troubles that he allegedly may or may not be involved in. I just wanted to wrap it up with the beard talk in terms of the Cavaliers and how I don't think they are going to have a significant run in the playoffs simply because of James Harden being there. And my other son, or one of my other sons told me earlier on Friday that in that Cavs trade with the Clippers, they sent DeAndre Hunter to the clip joint, which is one of their best defensive players. So now, do you get a person in James Harden who's 36, 37, 38, 51, 50 years old? He has never been known for his defense. Obviously, he's not a one or maybe even a two option anymore. So now you got that, and now you have defensive deficiencies with him in that trade. So I just think that any team that James Harden is on will never, and The Rock means never, win a championship. As a matter of fact,
Correction. DeAndre Hunter was traded in the Schroeder trade.
Okay, my bad. Thank you for that clarification. But the point of the matter is, he ain't there no more.
No, he ain't there. I don't know what was the point in trading for him. I don't know what was the point in trading for him to get a Schroeder back when you turned around and then when you got Harden. So Schroeder still isn't going to be at best a sixth man. I just don't see it. But I mean, to get rid of one of your better defenders, one of the perimeter defenders at that, and then offensively he's come along into his own, and I just, that don't make sense to me. But again, who am I? I'm just a regular guy.
Well, yeah. I have a note from this man. This is his entry song when it talks about James Harden, and on any team that he goes to the playoffs, they actually have.
That's why I said I think regular season it might be fun to watch, but playoffs, no chance. That boy has never shown up. Ask Houston. Ask Brooklyn.
How about ask Philly? How about ask Oklahoma City?
Yeah, everywhere he's gone, he buckles under the playoff pressure.
Yeah, everywhere we go, people always know who we are. So we tell them. That's some old military stuff right there. All right, let's get to the freak. Let's get to the freak real quick. He did not, and I repeat, did not get moved from Milwaukee Bucks to any other squad out there. I personally think that the Bucks did the right thing. What about you?
Hey man, Bucks crazy. I don't want to keep somebody who don't want to be here. And I know Giannis came out with his old little sayings afterwards. You know, you don't run, you stay and you build and yada yada yada. That's the problem. They not building, dog. You want the prime from yesteryear, and it ain't coming back. And what they supposed to have been putting around you, they have not been doing it. So go and Milwaukee, go into your rebuild mode. Get all you can get. Don't let this be a Kevin Durant situation where he ended up walking anyway without you getting anything back. Get all you can get.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, let's split amicably. That's all you need to do.
Yes, so at Ashy543 on YouTube, I said Christian Sports.
He wasn't. He not familiar with BGC, but anyway. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not, and this is kind of the equivalent of.
You did.
Because okay. I know what he's doing, but I think this is almost the equivalent of that man who meets a woman, even though he got a wife, and he done promised to leave. Hey, yeah, we gonna, you know, I'm gonna leave her. It's gonna be over with. And then you turn around and you're going, I'm staying home.
Listen, man. The Milwaukee Bucks did the right thing. They did the right thing. Now, see, hold on. Wait a minute. They did the right thing for the Bucks. They didn't do the right thing for Giannis. And the reason why I say
booing that man and he booed back.
I don't care. But what I'm saying is that Giannis right now is injured after coming back too soon from a calf strain. We know what a calf strain can ultimately lead to. That could lead to an Achilles tear. Ask Kobe, God rest his soul. Ask Isaiah Thomas. Ask Dan Marino. Ask Kevin Durant. Ask anybody else that played any athletic sport before all this modern medical technology came along, and that injury ended careers. So they did right for themselves. Now, what's going to happen?
Staff. Why they let him come back too soon then?
Because it's Giannis. So Giannis is going to over or supersede whatever it is that they're doing. But not now. Not now.
I don't care what his name is. His name's still in business, his asset. You protect your asset.
And that leads me to my next point. That is the reason why that they did the right thing, because they're not going to play him for the rest of the season. And if they do, you talk about load management out of the wazoo. That is what you're going to see. Why? Because of what you just said. The last words you said, assets. They know that when the summer rolls around, a lot of other teams will have much more to offer for Giannis in the form of draft capital and or plus picks, because number one, the draft will have come and gone by that point. So they're going to tank and they're going to preserve Giannis's health so they can get the most that they can get out of a deal that they can get. I think they did the right thing. They did do the right thing. Any further comments there, Woe?
I don't agree with you. It was stupid. They finna get played. Watch.
Look,
don't nobody want to be in Milwaukee.
So let's see what the people have to say. Ashy, same reason LeBron left Cleveland, because they didn't build.
Nobody want to be in Cleveland.
Well, they didn't build. I mean, they didn't build. Because it's different when you're from where you're playing at, but they didn't want to build in Cleveland during that period.
Milwaukee.
And then Dwayne says, Dwayne, how do you know? How do you know what? I don't know. How do you know what I know? Because what do you know?
I see the line of questioning, sir. I know you, Ross.
Okay. So what is he saying? Can we say it on the air?
He's trying to. No. I mean, we can. But I ain't gonna lie to you. It's that's what makes you BGC unique. When we think, sports, Christian is not what we lead with due to the language that comes along with sports. So how do you do that?
I don't have the bleep sound, so we just gonna move on. But I do want to see some more of his comments. That's the reason to leave right there, because
they're not building.
They're not building, and I think they know that they're not building. So why even chance making a trade for him now? And then to even take it further, if I was another team, and with Giannis being in the condition health-wise that he's in, the second time that he's out with the calf strain, am I really going to get the Giannis that we're used to seeing? I'm probably not.
If I get him now, I'm going to Trae Young him. I'm cool. Long as I got him, we can wait till next season. Just I need to get him, because I don't trust your training staff no way. Y'all the reason he's still hurt anyway. Put him back out there before he was ready.
But we're not talking about the Bucks training staff. We're talking about another team that knows he's been out and he's had injury issues for the past couple of years.
Because he's been in Milwaukee. Kind of like the whole New Orleans sports team, how they had the whole training staff issue. It would be the same way for a 49ers player too. I'm going to get him, and then I'm going to let him sit and rest, because whatever y'all got going on with that electric field is ruining these boys. So no, I'm going to get him, and I got time to sit him and rest him and make sure my training staff get him back ready for next season. So I want him now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, fair enough. All right. Let's spend the last 5 minutes of this segment on a story that has become a story, but I think they're really just overblowing it because of who's involved. Now, we know that Tom Brady is a minority owner of my Las Vegas Raiders. We also know that Tom Brady has been in the news because of the Hall of Shame and what they've done to his owner. I shouldn't say this. Shouldn't say it like that. That sounds really, really bad. To what they've done to Robert Kraft and what they did to Bill Belichick, and is he next? We also know that he is a professional broadcaster for the Fox Sports Network. So when he was asked if he has a dog in the fight, he said, "No, I do not have a dog in the fight." So he's drawn some scrutiny behind that, which I really believe is kind of unfair. I shouldn't say it's kind of unfair. It is completely unfair, because what you're asking this guy to do is to go against everything that is as a commentator on a sport that he played and for a team in the sport that he played that he is now a minority owner of. So the flack that Tom Brady has gotten for this, I think, is unwarranted. Dwayne, I don't know how much you know about this, but just from what I said, what can you tell me about your thoughts and your opinion on said Tom Brady and not having a dog in the fight?
Public opinion is not always necessary. You can always tell when uncommon sense falls into the conversation. The man is no longer like he's not just a former player, as you said. He's now minority owner of the Raiders. He has a whole nother team under his belt. So now that you have a whole nother team under your belt, you're not going to say, I root for these guys just because I used to play for them. We look at people like Shannon Sharp who big ups the Broncos, still supports the Ravens. You look at Ocho Cinco, who still supports the Bengals, still supports the Patriots. But if they have minority stake in a whole nother team, it's going to be strictly about your team. And so because he is a Raiders minority owner, if it ain't about the Raiders, I don't have an opinion. And that's the professional thing to say. And if you have common sense, you get that. But you want to get into your feelings and say, well, he's the greatest Patriot of all time, and he should be able to pick his team if that's what he. Stop being. Come on, man.
You know what? Not only that, though, and we have about a 2 minutes left to go in the segment. Oh, by the way, I did get a text from Mo. Happy birthday, man. Why you ain't tell me it was your birthday on Friday? If I'd have known it was your birthday on Friday, I would have never asked you to come on Friday. So anyway, happy birthday to you, friend. And yeah, we'll get together hopefully after the Super Bowl and we can talk about it then. But for Tom Brady, right?
It's actually
not only is it the fact that he is the ownership group or part of the ownership group with the Raiders. The Raiders are wooing Clint Kubiak to be their next head coach. Now, Clint Kubiak, of course, is the offensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks.
Right.
So why would you take the chance of saying something that will possibly have your possible future head coach disgruntled over an opinion that really don't even really mean anything because it's just an opinion.
Invalid, dog. That's what I'm saying. The people, the ideas and thoughts of the public don't always need to be displayed. Y'all can keep some stuff to yourself. This is one of them. You're right. And technically he's not lying. He doesn't have a dog in this fight. He no longer plays for the Patriots, and he hasn't signed Clint Kubiak to be his new head coach yet.
Well, for all intents and purposes,
let's not make it, blurred. Let's not blur those lines.
Right. And for all intents and purposes, Clint Kubiak will be our next head coach. I do believe that Jim Schwartz is going to be our next defensive coordinator. We have $100 million in salary cap space going into 2026. We have the number 1 overall pick, which will be Fernando Mendoza. And people in Raider Nation may agree or may disagree with this. We need to trade Max Crosby. Let that man go be a part of a non-rebuild. Give him an opportunity to win a championship or at least compete for a championship, and we can get some major draft capital for that dude. So
I ain't gonna lie to you, based on what you just said, though, as far as who your defensive coordinator is, if I'm Max Crosby, I might want to rethink this.
No, because the Raiders
career year under a Jim Schwartz defense.
All right, let's finish this up on the other side of the break. There's Dwayne, there's Big Day, Willie. Y'all coming back and holler at us.
His birthday tomorrow, dog.
Right about now, you're about to be possessed by the sounds.
Happy to be here with my brothers on blog, ready to get to it, man. I'm so excited about this show. If you yourself a professional athlete and you get paid to catch the ball and can't, like that just makes no sense to me.
Biggest takeaway is that if you are a West Coast team, take your behind to the East Coast 2 days beforehand so you can at least get 1 day acclimated to the time difference.
The effort they put up against the Warriors, lethargic, pitiful. We won't give too many more words to it, so we're going to move on.
And here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Now, the Big Game Christian Sports Network proudly presents Donnie Epting, Dwayne Sutton, and Willie Epting. And they are in the zone.
Welcome back to the third and final segment of the ShakeBack Sports Show, plus the I Am Woe podcast, plus the In the Zone Sports Show, and it equals the BGC Sports Network. We are live, loud, and in color. Thank you guys out there for rolling with your folks. Go ahead, Dwayne.
Is I Am Woe Media Group. I Am Woe Media Group.
Oh, my bad. I Am Woe Media Group. That is, of course, the parent company of I Am Woe podcast,
among other
things. And we'll let Dwayne get to that towards the end of the show. I saw Donnie popped into the studio for just a second. Man, if you can come on back, and tell them students that you will. I can't say that on the air. Anyway, third and final segment, again, brought to you by us. Thank you from us. Again, who is us? We is us. The Big Game Christian Sports Network. For the last 14 years, you've been supporting the BGC Sports Network for the last 8 years, rather, the BGC Sports Network Part 2 or Do 2. So let me start over, man. Thank you from us. For the last 14 years, you've been supporting the BGC Sports Network, and for the last 8 years, BGC Sports Network too. So from all of us to all of you, we want to say thank you, and we look forward to the future and beyond. Okay, so yeah. So again, Mo is obviously not with us this episode. He texted me during the show and said that it is his birthday celebration weekend, and that his wife and all y'all out there that are married, you know that what the wife says when it comes to these types of things, what the wife says goes. So we ain't trying to cause no havoc in the Claiborne household. But anyway, brother, happy birthday to you, man. And we'd look forward to talking to you real soon. But let's get back to what we were saying about Max Crosby and the Raiders. And I believe Jim Schwartz will be our next defensive coordinator. Dwayne, you were saying that Max probably want to think about staying, and why?
I was just saying selfishly, but if it happens where your defensive coordinator is Jim Schwartz or becomes Jim Schwartz, that would be ideal, because let's be real. One of the things about your Raiders defense is the lack of aggression y'all play with. Y'all didn't blitz much at all, so it doesn't really leave a lot of open windows to really truly make a lot of plays. Jim Schwartz is one of the most aggressive play callers, aggressive approaches when it comes to defense, period, in the NFL. And for someone like Max Crosby, man, you could have a career year or more under that guy. So, yeah, I would reconsider this. But that's if y'all land Schwartz.
Look who it is. It's the captain, Donnie Epting. It is you.
It is you. Oh, my goodness. I cannot believe it.
Hey.
What is going on, brother?
I'm so happy to see you.
Everything good. How y'all doing?
Yes.
We are just sitting here chit-chatting about Max Crosby and him possibly staying in Vegas because of the potentiality of Jim Schwartz becoming the new defensive coordinator of the Las Vegas Raiders. And Dwayne has said that if that's the case, Max should reconsider possibly wanting to be moved. So let me just ask you your thought about that. Should Max Crosby really consider not wanting to be moved from the Raiders in light of the fact that he's had a terrific career? I think he's going to go in the Hall of Fame as a Raider, and the fact that Jim Schwartz could be coming over and he should stay because it could really, I don't know.
So to me, Max has always been one of those guys. I started here. I want to finish here.
Right.
And of course, we know that it's rare in sports. I mean, my gosh, when was the last time we really seen it? Maybe Joe Thomas. Start with one team and finish with that same team.
In the NFL?
But in the NFL, right. Well, shoot. I mean, in this day and age, professional sports, period. Yeah. Especially the NBA. I mean, don't even get it started. But
that part.
It's the reason why I don't have a favorite team anymore, because
from
day to day, you don't know who's gonna play for who. But anyway, I digress. But no, I think that I've always felt, like I said, that Crosby was gonna be a Raider. Like, he embodies being a Raider. And yeah, I'm not the biggest Oakland, LA, Vegas Raider fan in the world, but
he's got one.
Well, I was gonna say, but growing up, in the household that I did with you and Dad, I understood what it was, what it was to be a Raider fan. I just, took my talents to the other side of the bay. We bougie over there. But anyway,
don't make me do it. I'll put a video up of who was in.
Excuse me. We're bougie over there, but it would break my heart, honestly, if Max did decide to leave. It really would, because I just think for what he brings to the table, I mean, he can go down as one of the top 10, 15 defensive players to ever play this game, in my opinion.
Well, we have some whispers from the grave. Y'all ready for this? Whispers from the grave. Whispers from the grave, that is. Here we go.
All the distractions that you have off the field, how are you able to keep focused on winning football games as you do and do throughout the years?
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
Whispers from the grave. Okay. I want to shout this out. I got another text. Hold on. I got another text from Mo. He says, well, my birthday is actually Saturday. The kids are out of school on Friday, and they want to do something this morning. Man, family first, bruh. Family first, man. Come on. We'll catch up. Maybe after the Super Bowl. Your birthday can't be 2 weeks in a row, so let's see if we can do something. Let's see if we can do something next week. All right. How much time do we got left in the show, man? Oh my gosh, we are already halfway through the third segment. Okay, let's get to the game. Because the game is being played where, Donnie?
Levi Stadium, Santa Clara, California.
San Francisco. Donnie was gracious enough to fly to San Francisco and meet me in the Bay Area a couple weeks after my wife went home to be with Jesus. I'm not going to play it, man. Come on back. I'm not going to play it. Only thing I'm going to say is we had an opportunity to go by Levi Stadium before we actually left the Bay Area. And when I tell you this dude, man, my brother who I love so much, when I tell you it was like he was in a kid in a candy store, that is what it was. I mean, he was just taking it all in, and I appreciate that type of fandom. So shout out to Donnie for that. All right, let's get to the Super Bowl. Tail of the tape. Dwayne, who has the edge at quarterback?
Seattle.
Donnie, who has the edge at quarterback?
Push.
North Carolina?
No, push.
No, you can't do that. This is not a push show. No, you can't. You got to pick one.
Well, I mean, because I have faults in both of them. All right, Drake.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually say Sam, because Sam, I think, has arrived. Running back room, Dwayne, who has the edge?
I'm actually gonna go with the Patriots on this one. I mean, running style, I like what Seattle does, but the passing game for the Patriots is what gives them the edge.
Right. Donnie.
Patriots. Stevenson has cured himself of the Tiki Barbers. Oh, I'm sorry, fumbles. And I think he and Travion Henderson have become quite the 1-2 punch.
Yeah, I do like.
And Charbonnet not being there for Seattle is it hurts them.
Yeah, and that's, I agree with you and or really both of y'all for that reason in itself alone. All right, wide receiver room, tail of the tape, Donnie, who has the edge?
I'm gonna go Seattle.
Dwayne, what are you smiling so hard for?
Because I know where he was going with it. I know where you was going with that.
Stephon Diggs ain't what he once was.
He ain't no JSN.
Yeah, and I would like to compare careers at this point, Cooper Kupp and Stephon Diggs. I think Cooper Kupp is in a better position, or he's more suited to help his team at this stage of his career than Diggs is for the Patriots.
I don't know about that.
Okay, then
tell me next to be on the field and disappear.
Right. Okay. Tell me what you think then. Tell the tape.
Oh no, I was again as somebody who was like, oh, I'm gonna pick up Cooper Kupp for my fantasy league. That was a waste of time. I know what he could mean. At the same time, I know he can actually disappear on that field, like he's not even there. But Stephon Diggs has had his moments this season where he's risen up and been the reason Drake May has looked the way he's looked.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
All right, Donnie, I got yours right. Wide receiver, you said Seattle, right?
Seattle.
Rockwall High School zone, Jackson Smith and Jigba. All right, linebacker core. Who has the edge? Tell of the tape, Donnie.
Ooh, give me Seattle on that one.
Dwayne?
I like Ernest Jones.
Yeah. That's a huge pickup, by the way.
I think Seattle has some of the best linebacking cores in the league. I'm going Seattle.
I agree. I think Jones, the 4th, 5th, and 6th are going to wreak havoc in this game. DBs. Can I go first this time? I like Seattle. I mean, Witherspoon is a man possessed. It's no slight on the Patriots and what they have, but I'm going Seattle. Donnie?
I think the matchup to watch is Gonzalez versus whoever he's on, whether that's Smith and Jigba or Rashid Shaheed. But I think overall, what do they call themselves now? Team Dark Side, Legion of Boom 2. I guess I got to get an edge to Seattle.
All right, Dwayne, real quick, we got 2 minutes left to go. I want to get y'all's final thoughts. Go ahead.
Only because of that, man. I love Gonzalez, but at the same time, if you're going to be the main cover for JSN, you cook, my boy. You can't do that the whole game.
Yeah, for sure. Special teams, Donnie, tell her the tape.
Seattle, Shaheed.
Seattle, yeah.
Shaheed was still at the trade deadline. That was
Yep.
And even though Davis for New England he's that dude, but he punt returns regularly, whereas Shaheed can do all three. And I mean, receive punts, receive kicks, and sell popcorn. Okay. The game itself, Donnie, who wins? What's the score, and who's the MVP?
The final score will be 5-5 after 2 overtimes. Field goal and safety apiece. No. Seattle 27, New England 23, MVP Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Dwayne.
Seattle 24, New England 15.
MVP?
I'm going with JSN.
All right. I got Seattle 21, New England 17, MVP JSN. Real quick, I just saw something that popped up on the wire earlier on Friday or later on Friday. What kind of world do we live in where you are kidnapping Samantha Guthrie's mom? That's all I'm going to say about it. If you're interested, go out there and check it out. Up next, the big homie, Donald Ware from Press Box to Press Row. He's got all your HBCU stuff and so much more. For Dopest Engineer in the Game, Big Day. Dwayne, for Donnie, for Mo, it's your boy Willie. Y'all take care of each other. Y'all hug each other. And we'll holler y'all again real soon. Peace. We out.